Chainsaw Man. So, want to know one of the things that makes the series so good, in my opinion? I'm also going to talk a bit about Kobeni, but first we're going to talk about Denji's goals. So far, it's two things. Obviously, it has some harem attributes to it. I don't know if it's actually considered a harem or not, but this boy he's hooking up with girls, man. A lot of times in a harem anime, if the protagonist gets the girl, or gets to, get whatever base it is with the girl, it gets boring really quick. It can be. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but you watch DxD, high school, college school DxD with Issei in them. Part of it is, you have all these opportunities with girls, but then you're afraid to execute on them. So you're always on edge. You're always like, oh, is this going to be the day that, he gets to the next base or whatever? You never know. So in Chainsaw Man, he actually gets to the bases, but apparently it's just usually nothing like what he expects, right? Or a few of the cases, it's not what he expects. It ends up going horribly wrong, except with one girl. And then that happened in the episode where things went horribly wrong. It got made up for later on. It kind of took us by surprise, right? But I think it's a good thing that not all of Denji's first experiences with these girls go extremely well. That keeps you on edge, or it keeps the humor going. There's another little thing to it, actually, too. A lot of times you have a dream, and your dream is not what you were expecting. That is regardless of girls, regardless of anything. I'm going to use a girl example, though. Back in the day, my homie, he got with the baddest girl in school at that time. At least I think she was the baddest in school at that time. And he broke up with her not too long after that. And I was like, yo, you got so-and-so? You broke up with her? Why? And I was saying she was a little bit out of his league. And he was like, and he was the one that broke up with her. That was a fact, because she, whatever. Anyways, he was like, yo, she's not what she seems. It's not what it seems. Everyone thinks she's this, she's that. But when you date her, it's not what it is. Then you proceed to go get himself an average girl after that. And I see him as a man now in life, and he's happy, happily married. Not with the same average girl. He went from top of the line, went to average, got a little bit above average again, right? And has multiple kids living life. Good for him. But yeah, man, sometimes, that thing that you had your eyes on, when you get it, you're like, this is not what I expected, So for you, it's sometimes you have to question, why is this even your dream? Are you living someone else's dream? That's not Denji's case. Denji is not living someone else's dream. In my opinion, what Denji kind of suffers from is, other than having a screw loose, he has a high level of ignorance. He doesn't know a lot about the world outside of Devil Hunt. He just doesn't know a lot of things, period. So he's almost limited in what he could dream for, so to speak. So he's dreaming those things, and he's getting it, and he's like, damn, it's not what I was expecting, either through unfulfillment or the plot just blows up in his face, blows up in his mouth, actually. So that that's in my case also showing you, your dreams are not what you expect them to be. Oftentimes you get there, you're like, yo, damn, bro. I used to have this dream. I gave up on it now, but I used to want to have a country club lifestyle. I used to be in real estate. Well, I technically am still in real estate. I just don't push as heavy because I'm pushing on YouTube heavy. But anyways, in real estate, when you work with the rich clients, you're like, damn, I want to be, that country club lifestyle. The country club lifestyle is, they golf every day, 5 days a week. They go to the happy hour or whatever. Then they have dinner. They all socialize, drink, and they repeat this. And they socialize with the same people. They golf with the same people. And I was like, I want that. I want to be part of that life. Now, I never got it, obviously. But I already know now I don't want that life because I won't fit in with them. I don't like golf. I was only into it because that's what I see rich people doing. And I was like, I want to be rich and like them, right? And I was like, no, I just want to be rich. I don't want to be like them, though. So, you see how I'm dressed right now? You don't even see my oh, I can't lift up my legs. But this is how I want to look, even when I'm highly successful. If I won $10 million in the lotto right now, I still want to dress this way. So if you are a wealthy individual, but the way I dress, the way I carry myself on, I like fiction, I like anime, I like, Marvel, I'm a little bit of, I'm a nerd, so to speak. I touch grass though, that's the difference. Some of y'all not touching grass, get out there, man. Anyways, where I was going though is, yeah, I won't fit in with a lot of people that are in these wealthy categories. I just won't. So I don't even know. If I won $10 million, I don't know where $10 million people are that have the interests I have. I don't know where they're at. I don't know. But I know for sure that the country club lifestyle, that's not for me. Anyways, next part is Kobeni, okay? A lot of people, Kobeni is a controversial character right now to some people. Anime community doesn't really like her. Manga community does like her. I got no horse in the race. I will say, I don't really enjoy her episode. When I first saw her and she was screaming all that, I didn't really enjoy that. But her being at like the dinner after I was fine with her. So I don't have any big impression other than the ED. I think it was Chainsaw episode 7. Chainsaw Man episode 7 had a fantastic ending ED. And I was like, wow. Kobeni's probably one of the prettier characters in the show, period. Just raw. She has her eye, like it's a complete package, not trying to kill you, not trying to manipulate you. She just scared. She might be one of the prettier and just best overall females so far. Power is my favorite girl, but you can't wife her. Like she ain't loyal. Makima, I think, or is it Makina? But yeah, I think she's a manipulator. I don't know about her. The other one is a drunk. Is going around with everybody, missing an eye. No offense. Fetty Wap. Anyways. That was mean. That was not appropriate. So, objectively, Kobeni is probably the best overall waifu right now. Right? So that's where I'm at with her. But I'm not excited when she's on the screen. But objectively, she's probably the best waifu right now. But anyways, people say, oh, don't be annoyed by her because she's realistic. So my reactor friend, boom, he tweeted and he was like, yeah, man, like, don't use realism when the dude whips out chainsaws and fights demons, right? And then someone was like, whatever. So I'm just going to give my take on it because I can't give the whole conversation. But here's my take on that aspect of, oh, she's realistic, that part. It don't matter if she's realistic, right? We're watching a fiction show, right? And the only reason like this is interesting banter to me is people will defend her and say, oh, it's realistic. Accept it. Then, if you're questioning, how is this man doing all this stuff, bouncing off buildings? It's an anime, it's fiction. Don't overthink it. Right? So it's either it's fiction, or it's either we treat it as fiction or we treat it as realistic, right? Sometimes people, they use whatever element to support their argument in that moment. Oh, she's realistic. Oh, it's an anime. Don't overthink that. Yo, which is it? None of it matters. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. It doesn't matter if it's fiction or not. All that matters is it good writing and do we like the characters, period. Okay? Because even when people say, oh, yo, a lot of people are annoyed by Kobeni, but she's so realistic. Oh, okay. Okay, so she stabbed her ally, right? Because she was fearful. That's a lot of reason to hate her then, if that's where we want to go. Because, you imagine special forces or any of these kind of things, and then, terrorists start saying, kill your man, or I was going to use the accent, not going to do that. Kill your man or we kill you. So you turn on each other. Like, yo, you're going to be looked at as scum. So to me, if anyone says, if you're annoyed by Kobeni, because you're trying to figure out, where's Lee going here? If people are annoyed by Kobeni, and people say they shouldn't be annoyed because she is realistic, that is not a good argument. Because if she's realistic, then we can judge her as so. People that do those things, stab their teammates, right? They're shunned. We don't approve of that kind of behavior. So it's either she's realistic, right, and we don't like her for it, or that's just her character, what anime or not, and we're gonna be annoyed by it. Like I said, I personally I don't have a horse in this race, because it's not in my, I just don't have a horse in this race. I'm entertained by her. She's not my favorite. I don't dislike her. Probably because she's a girl. It's funny. A lot of people may not like her because she's a girl, right? That's part of the argument. She's a girl. I bet she was a guy and she was like that. You would love her now or whatever. So in my case, if she was a boy and she acted the same way, I would straight up just dislike her. I would not like her. But because she's a girl and she acts like that, I'm more forgiving and more tolerant of pretty much all female behavior. Pretty much. Yeah, I love girls. So, whatever, I'll give them a pass. That's my official stance. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Holler at me. Let me know what you guys think. Later. Happy Thanksgiving.